The Brandon Peters Show may contain explicit language and detailed plot points. For more information on the show, stay tuned to the end of the episode.
Summer, summer, summer of 86 at 40.
Tis Friday, and that means it's time for the Summer of 86 of 40 music video companion series, where each week a guest and I discuss an artist, their song, and music video from the Casey Kasem American Top 40, which go over on the Monday episode briefly. And returning once more here, we have from the Corporate Coherence Project, CCP. Can I call it CCP? No.
No, I do.
Jennifer Wreyford.
Excited to be back. Yeah, I got to abbreviate that one. It's kind of a mouthful.
CCP! Or you call it Corporate CP, or C Coherence P, or CC Project.
I usually just go CCP. Actually, I call it TCCP.
TCCP. TCCP? All right. Fair enough. That works. That works. Mouthfuls. Love it. My original podcast was Cult Cinema Cavalcade, and I was CCC.
I remember that. Yeah.
And I remember when I was in Little League, there was a company, like, I think it was Clark Chiropractic Corporation or something. They would sponsor a Little League team, and it'd be CCC. And I was never that team, but we'd all be like, Central City Dump, or Central City, or something. Was it Central City? Some dissing word. It wouldn't be dump because it was a C, a D, but I can't remember. We used to diss the CCC team, so. Oh, it was my destiny to have something that was CCC, I guess. But yeah. So the movies this week that we discussed on the Monday episode, let's see if we can jog your brain if you've seen any of them. As of recording, we have not recorded this episode of the show yet, so I may not have my own opinions on a few titles. Especially this one, Sincerely Charlotte.
I remember that.
I believe this is an import, starring Isabelle Huppert. So I think it's from France. But, yeah. It's about a distraught lover.
Mm.
Yep. But that's, yeah. So I have not watched this one myself.
That one.
We then have Pirates, starring Walter Matthau.
I feel like I remember that one.
Yeah. It's a Roman Polanski movie. And yeah, it's got Walter Matthau, and yeah, that's I don't know that I saw this back then. So be like new to me when I check it out. I have seen the next one. It's called Vamp with Grace Jones.
Oh, Grace Jones. Stunning.
Yeah. It's about some guys run into a vampire at a club. It's got Dee Dee Pfeiffer, Michelle's sister, in it. Chris Makepeace, and Robert Russler. But yeah, it's a goofy little B-movie, vampire movie. And maybe you've heard of this last one. It's called Aliens.
Oh, I love that one.
Yes.
It was a favorite. It was a favorite. That one I
Yes.
did like so much better than the original. Although the
No
original,
way. Oh.
but a rare. I don't know. I liked the original was good. I'm not
Yeah.
knocking the original, but Aliens 2 was good. Alien
Yeah.
3 was trash. In fact, my bonus kid keeps wanting to watch it, and I'm like, I won't. I love you, but I won't watch it with you.
So do you have HBO Max?
I do, yeah.
So I've had this on Blu-ray forever, but they just dropped it on HBO Max. If you watch Alien 3 with them, watch the assembly cut. There's a different version. So when they made Alien 3, David Fincher didn't really get to make the movie he wanted to, and he had a lot of problems, and he wanted his name taken off and all this stuff. But some people put together what is close to what he wanted it to be, and it breathes a bit more. I think you might still have some issues with it, but it's a way better movie than the theatrical cut of Alien 3.
Yeah.
So if you're going to watch it, watch the assembly cut. They actually got Sigourney Weaver back and other people to like do some voice work because there's some scenes without audio, and they had them record over it and stuff. And like there's differences like in Alien 3, the alien chest bursts out of a dog, but in the original one, it was a cow, and stuff like that. So there's a lot of different stuff. But yeah, so if you do check out Alien 3, That's the way to go
Yeah,
in my book.
that one will do. I'm a big fan of the Alien series.
Yeah.
So my dad had the book. There was a book after Alien came out about all the special effects
Mm-hmm.
and everything they did for that.
Yeah.
So I used to flip through that when I was a kid.
Luckily, I've seen when I live in Los Angeles, I saw Aliens in 35 mil or the original studio print of it at the ArcLight Theater. It was packed. It was awesome. And then the Art Craft Theater here in Franklin, Indiana, showed the original in 35 millimeter, and I went and saw that. So I've seen both of them in the theater, projected with film.
Mm.
So I'm happy about that. The first one I saw in the theater was Alien Resurrection, and
Oh, see,
I
I saw
saw.
Aliens in the theater, so
Oh, didn't get that lucky. Didn't get that lucky, but I did. I There was an arcade machine. So when I was at the roller dome, we had the roller dome where I grew up, and there was an Aliens arcade game, and I played that. But I remember the Aliens arcade game. There was a screw on that, and then the little claw thing was next to it, and there was a screw on that. And if you put your fingers on both screws, you'd feel like electricity and shit. You'd be like, oh, and we dared each other to see how long you could hold
of course, of
on it.
course.
But it was the Aliens arcade game right next to the claw drop thing, and yeah, what it was like to be a
Completing a current there.
child. I got dropped off on Saturday one time at the Roller Dome. It might have been a party or something, but my determination was I was going to beat Final Fight, and I got a cup of like tokens, and I beat fucking Final Fight. There were kids like, "Come on, when you gonna get?" I'm like, "You're not continuing my game.
Yeah, no.
I'm here to." It's 2-player. Whoever, someone could take that one with me, but like I'm here till the end of Final Fight, and I did it. And there's only the three arcade games I beat in the arcade. It was Final Fight, Ninja Turtles, and I beat Ninja Turtles at Chuck E. Cheese, and I also beat The Simpsons at Chuck E. Cheese.
Amazing.
Beat all those. I would all the kids would go play games. All my tokens were going to the arcade machines. So
I was
those.
like that with Miss Pac-Man. Somewhere in a bar in Hermosa Beach years ago, we were playing Miss Pac. It's like my secret skill that doesn't make it on the resume is like I'm freakishly unnaturally good at Miss Pac-Man, and I was about to beat the high score.
Yeah.
There's some like drunk dude across from me just like narrating, and I missed it at the last minute. I'm so mad. This video's on YouTube. Like this video is on YouTube.
Oh, really?
Somebody was catching it on YouTube. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Of me almost getting the high score. So
that sucks. I had we have this place in our mall called Boss Battle Games, and you can pay $20 and it's free play, like go to all the old arcade machines. But we had a rite of passage moment where him and I beat Final Fight together because it was on free play. So we did it. He's officially done his thing. I don't know if he liked it. I don't know. I'm like, we're beating this today, man.
But it's a feather in the cap.
Yeah. We got this done. We got this done. Final Fight. We beat it. We did it. He's like, all right. So I thought it was cool, but it was fun. So, but yeah, when I was at the Roller Dome, if I was there in 1986, I might have heard this tune called "Take My Breath Away," which is written by Giorgio Moroder and Tom Whitlock, and performed by Berlin for the soundtrack to Top Gun. It would later be featured on their album Count 3 and Play. This was the second single from the soundtrack to Top Gun, following Kenny Loggins' Danger Zone. It would hit number 1 on the Hot 100, become certified gold in the United States. This was the winner of the Academy Award for Best Original Song at the 59th Academy Awards. This was originally offered to the band The Motels. They recorded a demo. It was dismissed. There were some other offers to other singers. They had Terry Nunn do it because I believe she had worked. Giorgio Moroder had worked with Berlin on another song of theirs for a previous album, and they kind of left. All they had. This is famous because it was a demo. Like this never got mastered or anything like. They just left it at the demo status with her singing. Tony Scott heard it and decided to go do research and film extra love scenes with Tom Cruise and Kelly McGillis in Top Gun after they heard the song, so they could use it more in the movie. It was the song ended Berlin basically because the rest of the band was not happy about it. They didn't want to play it in concert. She did, Terry Nunn, the singer. Uh, but yeah, they broke up a year later, and then in 1997, Terry Nunn won a legal battle to take up the mantle of Berlin and tour with other musicians. They've got back together off and on. I think they did the VH1 reuniting the band thing, and it worked. And then that didn't work for the longest time, and then they've gotten back. So there's been many forms of Berlin. But what are your thoughts on this one?
So this video is interesting because it was kind of the cuts between the movie, right? And then there's this interesting ghostly
This
sort of
wasteland of like a
we've
plane
like
crashed
crashed, and is the take I'm taking my breath away. I'm like, but is it because you died? Is that the message?
Right.
Like,
Right.
it's not actually this great love song. It's like a different version of how you take your breath away.
Mm-hmm.
It got dark for a second, then I was like, that's probably not what it means. But the video was just, and she's in like the busted up flight suit, and at the end, it's just ghosts of fallen pilots, and it definitely there's the suggestion that everyone died in a crash. So, is this about losing yourself in love? Is it actually, it was a whole kind of ghostly, ethereal sort of contrast with all the movie clips. So
Yeah. I have to say this song has like I don't know what it is. For me at least, this is one of the most like mesmerized like stop everything right now. What is this type song? Or like it's not quite that like and it doesn't have that quite not quite there, but almost hints to it. That sort of like I'm watching a late night Cinemax movie and there's a loud saxophone playing. It's got that kind of vibe to it a little bit, but it's okay. It's on pop radio.
yeah,
But it's kind of got that, like, I'm not afraid of it. Like I late night turned down, but that saxophone on a fucking softcore movie,
yep,
loud. But yeah, so like it's got, I don't know. To me, it's very high up with me. I think it's like a really haunting, like there's nothing else like it
yeah.
before or after. Like it's really in its own mold. It's a sound of the 80s for me.
Hmm.
And I like it better than Danger Zone. I know
Yeah,
people come after me. It's more unique. But like, yeah, it's just, I don't know. Something captures me with this song that I'm still to this day just fascinated. Like, I don't know what it is, but it's just like,
she has a very unique
mm-hmm.
she
It's,
has a very unique voice, and it
yeah.
is very it draws you in, and it's interesting because it's sort of there's a little bit of emotional detachment in the song, but it also has it carries a power with it where I don't know, you sort of get dragged along with the song in a good way.
It's like spooky,
And then
sexy, and sad all at the same
all
time,
at
and that
the same time.
doesn't make fucking sense. It's
Yeah.
all these things that don't mesh, and someone found a way to blend them seamlessly
And it works.
together.
And it
Or it
works.
could be happy too. Like
Yeah.
it's really
Yeah.
fucking
Because
weird.
I don't feel until I saw the video, which I'd never seen the video, or if I saw it, I'd forgotten.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, interesting. Because it doesn't leave, at least when I listen to the song, it doesn't leave me feeling like some songs are like the aching, emotional, like love songs. And I don't have that feel. It just feels, like I said, it's a little emotionally detached and dreamy and
Hmm.
like longing, but not, but romantic, but not. But it's very ethereal, I think, is part
Yeah,
of it.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's totally what it is, and like I don't. I get not being the ones that wrote it, but if I was those bandmates, I'm like, wow, they gave us a straight banger,
Oh, seriously.
or like
Yeah.
when we go on tour, we'll play it our own way or something. Like the Motels one sounds goddamn near the same thing as this, except her vocal cues aren't as powerful because she's like,
Hmm.
"Take my breath away." Like it's real. Like
Yeah.
she says everything except Terry Nunn lands "Take my breath away," and that's why what stands when she says the literal words.
Yeah.
That's the difference to me, and it's just it's crazy. But like these guys were like, yeah, Aerosmith's biggest song wasn't written by them. Don't Miss the Thing was not written by them. Goo Goo Dolls Iris, that wasn't written by them, but they fucking rock that thing. Um, so like this happens to bands, especially when you're in the soundtrack game. Like,
Right.
do you think
Right.
Celine Dion was mad that James Cameron wrote that fucking song for her? No.
I'm pretty sure the dollars in her bank account are not upset.
Yeah, this is when the
I-
hipster people fucking get. Oh man, it's like at some point you gotta be like, I gotta take this success and then find the doors that open with this success.
Right.
And some of these people get in their own fucking heads. Because can you name me anything that these Berlin dudes
I was
did
just about to ask you
after?
that question because I was just about to ask that because I can't think of, I don't even know that I would have been able to name the band. I know the
Yep.
song so well, but I couldn't tell you who sang it.
I thought
And
Berlin was like a well. The funny thing is, like because of the song, I thought they were like some sort of Euro pop techno group, but they
I thought
weren't.
it was one person. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
it must be one person.
Yeah, but
So
I'm
I
sure
feel
they were
like it was a
happy to
missed
cash the
opportunity.
royalties. I'm sure they didn't complain about the royalty checks from this song or the
Yeah,
Grammy with their fucking band name on it.
right.
Like,
It I understand not what, and maybe, but to your point, a lot of other people have written songs that bands have performed, and like you take it and you make it yours,
yeah,
and your talent is the one that's bringing it to life,
yeah. I think
right?
these
Like,
guys were like before it ever happened. Like they saw they were seeing the No Doubt No Don't Speak video in their heads. Like, oh no, that didn't exist at this time. But that's the type of thing they were like, oh, she's gonna go solo, and then they made sure she went and fucking was her
right,
own thing. And
created that reality anyway.
she told him like, he writes me another song, I'm gonna go fucking sing it. I
Yeah.
like that guy. Like that's what she said. And fun fact about her, she auditioned to be Princess Leia in Star Wars. You can find her audition tape with Harrison Ford on YouTube.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have a DVD with every Star Wars audition. When Brian De Palma was George Lucas was auditioning for Star Wars and Brian De Palma was auditioning for Carrie at the same time. So people were coming in to audition for Star Wars but didn't know they were auditioning for Carrie too. So like the guy with the big what's his name? The guy with the big blonde fro and Carrie, the stud guy she goes to prom with, auditions for Luke Skywalker in Star Wars,
Huh,
but got picked up for
interesting.
Carrie. I have Kurt Russell auditioning to be Han Solo. There's all sorts of
Mhm.
just crazy things that happen with those auditions, and they've never. I'm sure it, because people want money for their footage being on there, but
Right.
like shouldn't be part of the signing of the waiver for your audition. But yeah, I have a DVD full of like black and white audition tapes, and she's in there as one of the people with Princess Leia. But yeah, like it's really just this thing is music video. Yeah, it's not much. It's just like we have
Yeah.
a set. Let's just shoot around this damn thing in the desert and go. Um, and yeah, I really like it. It was the video shot by Marcelo Anciano, and this person did videos for Peter Gabriel, Arcadia, Gloria Stefan, Expose, and Pat Benatar. Uh, but yeah, the song would go on a couple years later. Wong Kar-wai, he's a Hong Kong filmmaker, made a movie called As Tears Go By and has a cover of it that's really good and well used in the movie. And it felt weird. It's just only a time where it's like they used it, it's associated with Top Gun so strongly, but somehow works for that movie because it's similar but slightly different. It's
Yeah.
in Chinese except for the or in Cantonese except for the chorus is "Take My Breath." They say it, but he also has a good cover of another song from in his movie Fallen Angels. It's a big what was it? Gosh, I can't remember what the song is, but I really like the version of it. Looking it up. Only You. Yeah.
Oh,
He's got a weird a cappella version of that song in his movie. So he's effectively using well-known songs and making them feel part of his movie. So that's nice. But yeah, Berlin like this so since you lived in the 80s as well, like would you say like there's two soundtracks the 80s gotta be known for is that everybody had was Dirty Dancing and Top Gun.
mm,
Like
yeah.
those are two, not to discount Flashdance. That's a big seller too. But those two,
Yeah.
like everybody's house. If you were in the late '80s, everybody's house, somebody had one of the two of them or both, and there was like a Born in the USA cassette
Yeah.
around too. But like
Yeah, for sure.
everybody had the Dirty Dancing soundtrack and this soundtrack were like,
And at the skating rink, since you mentioned the
yes,
skating rink, they
yep,
played them at the skating rink because I remember requesting the Dirty Dancing songs,
yep.
and this song was another one that they
Very
played.
true. Yeah, they're banger soundtracks, but like I'd probably give the edge to Dirty Dancing because there's just more good
Yeah,
stuff. And Top Gun kind of stops at two songs, and then the score itself is really good. But yeah, this one heavily. Yeah, I'm team this. I'm team Berlin over team Kenny
yeah,
Loggins. Um, even though it's a close battle, but like yeah, this song is just effective. Like still to
yeah.
this day, still to this day. And then
It's timeless. It's timeless.
it really is. And
Yeah,
then, I gotta say, Lady Gaga made a nice little song for the Top Gun Maverick soundtrack too. That works.
yeah.
That can go alongside these two quite easily. But yeah, I'm a big Berlin fan of this. It's weird, but ever since I was a kid, it just struck me. Like there's just nothing like it. It's just really the feeling you get when you have the song. I did have a neighbor in college, a friend of mine. She told me that she wrote a like early. She was older than me, but she wrote like her freshman year at a different college, like wrote about this song and what she thought about it and stuff. And then her teacher called her aside to tell her, "No, you're wrong. This song's about masturbation."
What?
I'm like, is it? Like, I guess you can see what you want, but you can't tell somebody that, like, if you're not the guy who wrote the song.
I mean, I was gonna say you can get into I took a lot of literary criticism
Mhm.
classes at college. We can talk about how you want to read things because you can read it from any different way you want, but
I can read longing in this song a bit,
yeah, I don't
but
really get that. There are some songs I'm like, I mean, when I think about you, I touch myself is fairly obvious.
right, right. But like, this song was in Moroder's back pocket, and he finished it to use for Top Gun.
Yeah,
So I would assume, being a person with the script and by the set, he wrote it with the intention of being a love song.
right.
So I don't,
I
yeah,
don't see that. I don't see that
I
at
don't,
all.
yeah, I don't like. I just, I see a longing possibly, but like, I don't
I
see.
just don't think that I think somebody was projecting some things on to something
Yeah, the
with the
most I can get
title.
out of it is,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm in the shadows. Do you notice me?" That's about the most I could maybe turn them to feel, but I don't be
Yeah,
like, "Oh, you make me want to."
that was no,
Yeah,
nowhere in there. And I mean, I sometimes have the sense of humor of a 12-year-old boy, so I probably would have
yeah,
picked up on it if it was there.
yeah.
Uh,
I don't get it. I don't think it is.
I I didn't. Is it true? I read that Tom Whitlock was a Ferrari mechanic and that's how he met Marauder. Is that
Yeah,
true?
yep. I read that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep, yep.
I was like,
Yeah.
what a
What?
unique way to connect and write an Oscar-winning love song.
Well, yeah. Well, we were just talking about like Harrison Ford was doing carpentry work for like Lucas
Yeah.
and Coppola and Scorsese and all them, and that's how he got in with them. And yeah. Well, the one of the funniest things is I saw a story where someone said that they were when they went and saw Star Wars in 1977 when it was first come out, they were in the theater and like guy next to him was like, "That's my pot dealer." When Harrison Ford came on the stage, like, "Holy shit!" Or we came on the screen, so I was like,
Everybody has to start somewhere.
"There we go." Yeah, funny stuff. Actually, I had a friend who was a bodyguard of his for a couple years, so I know some fun Harrison Ford stuff. Cool dude. Cool
That's
dude. Just
awesome.
chill.
I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I was more of a Han Solo girl than a Luke
Hmm.
Skywalker.
Yeah.
So,
There you go. There you
yeah.
go. So very cool. Well, Jennifer, I've appreciated you taking my breath away this summer with our chats. So that'll wrap us up for you. Where can people keep up with you?
So you can find me on Instagram. It's at jrayeveryday, or you can go to Instagram for the Corporate Coherence Project and
Mhm.
also Today's Tough Love. And the book should be coming out in the fall.
All right. Look for it. Buy it. So, is
Share it.
it gonna be
Gift
physical
it.
or is it gonna be digital at first or physical?
It's gonna be both. So it's gonna
Okay.
be a physical. Yeah, but it's
All right.
physical and I'll have an ebook version, but
Very
it's
good.
meant to be kind of one of those you can just keep with you, bite size, It's I'm really excited to finally get it out in the world. So
Okay. Sweet. I'm on the socials at Brand4KUHD. Subscribe to the YouTube channel where you can keep a check on us or visually see what's going on. Comment on what clothes are the same that I wear through these. Who knows? Facial hair up, haircut, hat. I don't know. And then you can watch my 4K Blu-ray and DVD reviews. I believe you can still catch me at Days of the Dead when this is dropping. And of course, Long Island, who in August, the 14th through the 16th. Looking very forward to seeing my normal Who friends and then meeting some new ones of you as we continue this wonderful journey through our documentary. And then Scott, Aaron, and I return for more Summer of 86 at 40 on Monday. Till then, stay film positive.
Summer of 86 at